If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers, and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, today I'm going to let you see a video of the Jamaican Prime Minister, Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. And it seemed like the video was sent to me by one of, a member of the Jamaica Young Police channel, Patreon squad, to show that the security detail, for some reason or the other, it seemed like they're about to put him. It's like a lamb to the slaughter for them to kill him, because the security detail is no security detail. Based on past threat on this man's life, in which they brought in an international terrorist to kill him, along with others. A man by the name of Kevin Tillaba Roberts, who was a very close friend of Senator Peter Bunting and Mark Gomebia Golden. And the man's job, he was in Jamaica in Warwick Isle. I think this intelligence agency in Jamaica had that information. I am the person at the Jamaica Young Police channel who reveal all of this information and recordings from this man talking on the phone in Warwick Isle and even to a girl, and it's on the Jamaica Young Police channel. And it was then, even before the recording was released, that the man was talking, even mentioning my name, and stated that he had known me and he met me, and I have never met this man. He was in Jamaica to kill the Prime Minister. And today, May 25, we can see that the Prime Minister is literally, he's putting out there like a lamb to the slaughter for them to kill him. The security team, the weapons that they have is no match for what these terrorists has brought into Jamaica to kill him, because they have armor-piercing rounds. That was the rounds that they brought there to kill the Prime Minister. And it's in Warwick Hill and South Clarendon. Same guy, Kevin Tillaba Roberts, the drug dealer, close friend of Peter Bunting and Mark Gomebia Golden. All of them knew that there was a plan to kill the Prime Minister, because he's one of the most popular Prime Minister we had in Jamaica since Michael Manley. Because the people love him genuinely, and he genuinely loves the people. He's not conning them or encourage them to commit crimes or to kill people. And that's one of the main reasons why the people love him. So the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization see this man as a threat to them achieving power. And if they kill them, they feel like their way to power is easier. And to see this is going to break my heart, because what they're doing is putting the man's life, parading the man, say yes, it's easy for owner to kill him now. So something must be done. So I'm raising the alarm. So the untold plot, Guy Philippi mission to assassinate Prime Minister Andrew Holness, exposed only by the Jamaica Young Police channel. What you are about to read, and please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so whenever we release a video at the Jamaica Young Police channel, you'll be the first to receive the same. Remember to share the video with your friend, your mama, papa, girlfriend, boyfriend, and your side chick and side man. Yes, and post a comment below, even just to post and say, I am here to show your appreciation of the work that we are doing here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. And thanks for being a part of the movement. So, moving on. Listen, it's not speculation. It is not conspiracy theory. It is the cold, hard truth, backed by intelligence, insider sources, and undeniable recordings. It's on the Jamaica Young Police channel that even Jamaican official security service did not possess. It is a story of betrayal, treachery, and near miss of national catastrophe. And if it were not for the Jamaica Young Police channel, yours truly, Chris Porter, the nation would still be in the dark. I am the one who revealed it to the world. Some people are, oh, you were in Jamaica, oh, you get it and this and that. I will never ever share my sources or I get information. Or I get recording of this man having conversation on the phone. And he was even calling my name. And they was talking about the next move to even kill the Prime Minister of Jamaica. This is not a made up, this is not fiction, this is reality. Guy Philippi is no ordinary man. He's a convicted international terrorist, a former Asian rebel leader, and a man with a long history of bloodshed, corruption, and destabilization. Philippi led the 2004 coup d'etat in Haiti and has been implicated in numerous plots involving foreign intelligence agencies and criminal syndicates. After being convicted in the United States on drug trafficking and money laundering charges, he served time in federal prison and was deported to Haiti. But in late 2023 into early January 2024, Philippi somehow made his way into Jamaica illegally. He wasn't there on vacation. He was here on our assignment. The assassination mission, who sent him, according to credible sources and intelligence gathered exclusively by the Jamaica Young Police channel, Philippi was brought into Jamaica under the protection and direction of a known criminal figure, Kevin Tiliba Roberts, who is well connected to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, Senator Peter Bunting and Mark Gomebeer-Golding, the opposition leader. Tiliba did not act alone. He was allegedly acting on behalf of his political handlers. Senator Peter Bunting, a man whose name is repeatedly tied to law enforcement controversies and criminal-friendly policies. Mark Gomebeer-Golding, leader of the opposition and a man whose silence on gang violence and criminality is deafening. These individuals, based on alarming evidence, allegedly orchestrated a targeted plot to assassinate Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the most progressive and security-focused leader Jamaica has seen in decades since 1989, since the departure of Edward Seaga. Holness, whose popularity and firm stance against organized crime have made him a hero to many, also has made powerful enemies. He's the first Prime Minister to give away free houses to everybody, PNP labor, people who suffer. He's not giving dons and murderers no house. Him don't put criminal on a pedestal. So he's one of the best leader we have. So this plot proves just how far those enemies are willing to go. Warwicker Hills, ground zero of treachery. You know, so Warwicker Hills, those of you born back in the days and, you know, in a Kingston metropolitan area in the 70s, 80s, would know about the Hot Stepper gang. Keith Trinity Gardner is one of the police who killed most of those men from that gang. That's why Trinity can tell you about Kappa and those men. And you have a man, if my memory serves me right, he used to be at training school, a guy named Linda. Yeah, Linda, I think, if I remember, Linda and Tony with and Benji, they had a few running store with Kappa back in the days. So these individuals, based on alarming evidence, allegedly orchestrated a targeted plot to assassinate the Prime Minister. You have to remember, this plot just proves just how far his enemies will go. So while intelligence agencies were still asleep at the wheel, it was the Jamaica Young Police Channel, Chris Porter, that tracked and exposed Guy Phillippe movements. We received exclusive recordings of Phillippe hiding in Warwick Hills, Kingston, where he allegedly planning his next move. These recordings including Phillippe speaking about Sir Porter, spreading lies and hatred. Communication suggested coordination with local elements. Even I recording him talk to a girl, because this man speaks 3 languages. He speaks French, which is, Creole, English and Spanish fluently. Tactical plan that point to a clandestine operation aimed directly at the Prime Minister's life. That even Jamaica's top intelligence unit had access to this level of detail. It was only through the vigilance, reach and credibility of Chris Porter and the Jamaica Young Police Channel network that these revelations came to light. One exposed Phillippe had no choice but to flee Jamaica in ease, assisted by a few unpatriotic licky Jamaicans who cared more about foreign money and political favor than national security. So why this matters? The real danger is still here. This was not an isolated incident. This was a full-blown foreign-backed political assassination plot, and it could happen again. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization with its embedded agents in politics, law and even media has not abandoned its mission to kill Prime Minister Holness. They simply recalibrate. And yet, despite this attempted breach of national security, there is no official press conference, no arrest, no manhunt, and no effort to publicly recognize or reward the Jamaica Young Police Channel for exposing what the intelligence services missed. The Jamaica Young Police Channel is not here to play politics. We are here to save lives and protect the soul of the nation. It was our release of Guy Phillippe recordings that detail and derail the assassination plan. It was our surveillance that outpaced the state's machinery, and it was our duty to continue warning the public and sounding the alarm, because the enemies of Jamaica are still plotting. Prime Minister Andrew Holness must be protected at all costs. The traitors who try to take him out are still amongst us, and they get another chance. They will try again. The security forces, to the people of Jamaica and the Prime Minister himself, remain vigilant. Evil does not sleep. And watching the footage of what I have seen, I must raise an urgent and deeply serious alarm for the safety and security of Jamaica's Prime Minister, the Honorable Andrew Holness. I received a disturbing video from a concerned citizen, someone who clearly sees what many in the security detail seem to be ignoring or brushing off with dangerous nonchalance. This video was a plea begging for the Prime Minister's protection to be taken seriously, and I echo that call. Not just as a Jamaica, but as someone who understands the calculated and violent nature of those who want to see him dead. This is no longer about politics. This is national security emergency. Let me abundantly clear. Prime Minister Holness is a target. He's not just a political opponent to his enemies. He's a symbol of resistance against criminality, corruption, and foreign-backed destabilization effort. And for that, his life is at grave risk. He's one of the most popular prime minister ever since Michael Manley. The plot to kill Prime Minister Andrew Holness is real. The plot isn't rumor. It isn't hyperbole. It isn't fiction. It involved known Asian insurgent Guy Philippi, who was in Jamaica illegally and captured on recordings threatening to sue supporter of the Jamaica Young Police Channel because his presence in Jamaica was exposed, not by the government, not by the security agencies, but by a patriot who put Jamaica first. It was me, my relentless pursuit of truth, that forced Guy Philippi to flee the Warwick Hills in Rockfort back to Haiti. As I said before and I said it again, I am from the belly of the beast. My background, when you talk about politics, PNP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization background. But I do not support killing of people. I am totally against that ideology. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to make sure that we dismantle this philosophy, teach ethics, truthfulness, and honesty in school so that we can get back Jamaica from these people. Make criminality something that people to be ashamed of, not something that you glorify and celebrate. But not before we made clear. Yeah, so, this is the channel that we have been telling you about. United we win, divided we lose. A call to action for all decent, ethical, and truth-seeking people. Brothers and sisters, let's speak some truth. Division has always been the weapon of the wicked. The ultimate tragedy used by corrupt governments, dishonest leaders, and power-hungry manipulators. They divide to conquer. They pit communities against each other. They turn neighbors against neighbor, tribe against tribe, race against race, because they know the terrifying power we hold when we are united under truth, justice, and purpose. That's why united we win, divided we lose. It's not just a slogan, it's a movement, a philosophy, a rallying cry for every decent, ethical, and truth-loving soul on this planet. We are all calling on you to be a part of something greater. This is not just another YouTube channel. This is an international platform that transcends borders, cultures, and languages. It reaches across ocean and finds its way into the hearts, homes, and minds of people like you. People who refuse to be manipulated. People who are hungry for truth. And people who stand for what is right, even when it's not popular. We believe in what is right, not who is right. That's what it's all about. So we expose what others are afraid to even whisper. So this channel reach across oceans and find its way into the hearts and minds of people like you, people who refuse to be manipulated. So we expose what others are afraid, because they themselves are afraid. We uplift voices that have been silenced. We connect the dots, several, reveal the agendas and show the patterns behind the lies that the mainstream buries. We cannot do it alone. Your subscription is more than just a click. It's a declaration that you are no longer asleep, that you refuse to be divided, that you see the power in unity, that you are choosing truth over propaganda, ethics over corruption, courage over silence. So I am personally inviting you, subscribe to United We Win, Divided We Lose channel, a home for truth seekers, the whistleblowers, the freedom fighters, and those who still believe in values and virtues and in victory through unity. Because remember, evil thrives when good people are silent and divided. But when we unite, we win, always. So join the movement, click, subscribe, and select all, and let your voice be counted among the courageous.
Well,
Guy Philippi handlers their hatred for Prime Minister Andrew Holness, and even more disturbing, his connection to local actors who helped bring in him. These actors include Kevin Tiliba Roberts, a known drug trafficker with political connections, Senator Peter Bunting, whose name is consistently linked with questionable alliances, opposition leader Mark Golding, who has refused to condemn the infiltration of dangerous foreign elements on Jamaican soil. Their goal, according to the intelligence here, to eliminate Prime Minister Holness and destabilize the country under the guise of political opposition. Where is the security details urgency? Despite this clear and present danger, the Prime Minister continued to move around with the kind of heightened protection protocol required in this modern era of political assassination plots and narco-political conspiracy. Prime Minister Holness, this is not 1989. The days of walking around casually and shaking hands freely without counter-surveillance and advanced security protocol are long gone. This is 2025, where politicians have been targeted by transnational criminal networks and prime ministers in other nations have been assassinated in broad daylight. If the people around the Prime Minister are not taking this threat seriously, they are either incompetent or complicit. So they want them to kill the Prime Minister, because them put him out there like a lamb to the slaughter. Message to the Prime Minister's security team, to the security detail assigned to protect the head of Jamaican state. Wake up. This is not business as usual. This is the battle for the very soul of Jamaica. Do you know how many guns the PMP have sent down there? I'm telling you, you have a man named Danai Williams. You have a guy named Dennis Wet. His sister will live at Embassy Lane. You know how much gun them bring coming to Jamaica? I ask you. Based on information received and obtained. Yes. Them bring a whole heap of gun come to Jamaica. Embassy Lane, that is near the embassy. And she have ties inside of the embassy too. We'll do a video about her. Yes. This is not business as usual. The battle for the very soul of Jamaica, and if Andrew Holness is taken out by the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and their forward allies, man like Jad Soros and them people there, the island will be descent into chaos. And that is what they want. There will be no second chance. You are not guarding a regular man, you are guarding the Prime Minister of Jamaica, a man whose life is under active threat by organized political criminal actors. If anything happened to him under your watch, history will not be kind. Let the country know that the plan to assassinate Andrew Holness has not been shelved. It is not a thing of the past. It is breathing active agenda by those who despise harder development and national sovereignty. if Prime Minister Andrew Holness is allowed to walk freely without tactical team, armoured protection and constant counter-intelligence surveillance, then the blood will be on your hands, the hands of those who fail to act. We demand immediate escalation in the Prime Minister's security protocol, the activation of counter-terrorism resources, and the arrest and surveillance of anyone linked to this conspiracy. This is a national emergency. Protect the Prime Minister. Protect Jamaica. Wake up the security detail. You are failing the Prime Minister and the nation. It is with deep concern and urgency that I say the Prime Minister Andrew Holness security team is asleep at the wheel, and unless drastic immediate action is taken, they may well be setting the table for his enemies to slaughter him. Let me be crystal clear. The Prime Minister of Jamaica is a high-value target. He's not just a political leader. He's a symbol of resistance against the criminal, honorable and corrupt political forces that have long tried to strangle this country's progress. And the people who want him dead are not imaginary. They are real, dangerous and determined. Haitian insurgent Guy Philippi came to Jamaica illegally with the support of local traitors like Kevin Tillibar Roberts, Senator Peter Bunting and Mark Gummerbeer Golden. This wasn't a vacation. This was a mission. It was a mission to kill the Prime Minister, and you people there sleeping. Where is the combat readiness of the Prime Minister's security team? If you watch the footage I received today, May 25th, you'll be shocked. The men assigned to protect the Prime Minister look like more like bystander than elite protection officers. Where are the M16 rifles? Where are the bulletproof vests? Where are the tactical formation? Where is the firepower? Where is the urgency? Let's break it down for those who understand real security protocol. Each bodyguard should be equipped with an M16 rifle, fully loaded with at least 10-30 rounds magazine of 5.6 millimeter ammunition. That's a minimum standard for a team responsible for repelling a coordinated assassination attempt. Them have the guns, them dummies, them have the guns. Even the boy up Maroon Town, the one named Richard Curry, him a store guns like crazy. His own aunt told me they are preparing for war. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal, they're preparing for war to kill Jamaicans. And the Prime Minister, bulletproof vest and tactical body armor should be non-negotiable. Every member of that team must be prepared to take a shot if necessary. Not walk around in button-up shirt as if they are on Sunday stroll. Firearm proficiency should be mandatory. If you can't hit a target with one shot, a headshot if necessary, you have no business guarding the Prime Minister. These are not ceremonial duties. These are life or death responsibilities. The people who want Andrew Holness dead are not sending boys with slingshots. They are jackals, ruthless, trained and determined, and they are planning and plotting. You are walking around with empty hands and all confidence with a little Glock. What can that do? When them have two 50 caliber in a them position, the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunmen them have 250 cal. That brought to them courtesy of the Haitians. To the Prime Minister and the JLP, do not be naive. If the Prime Minister Holness or any member of the Jamaica Labour Party believe for 1 second that the PNP LGBTQ criminal organization have shelved its plans to assassinate him, you are dangerously mistaken. These people are bitter, power hungry and driven by pure hatred. They failed to destroy Edward Seaga in 1976, but they are not done. Remember in 1976 when the guy Prime Minister, I'm not much older than me, but I don't think that's really when it comes out to history and political history, because I am from the belly of the beast, right where it starts. You understand? When Spy Robinson was supposed to kill Edward Seaga innocent, and because Seaga and the members of the Jamaica Defence Force, witty and tactical, they were able to spot it. But this time they're not going to do that. This time they're going to use firepower. They're not going to just use a single person. You are the new target. You cannot walk around like 1989. This is 2025 and your enemies are operating with 21st century weapons, intelligence and betrayal at the highest level. Some of your own countrymen are helping them. Some of your colleagues are possibly sleeping with the enemies. Message to your security team. Arm up or step down. You have no right to stand beside the Prime Minister if you are not battle ready. You are not armed with lethal efficiency. You are not mentally and tactically prepared to neutralize a threat within seconds. You are not willing to die for the man you are protecting. This is not a drill. This is not ceremonial guard duty. This is a war for survival of Jamaica's leadership and future. We cannot afford to lose Prime Minister Holness to these heartless, wicked and desperate evil men. If we fail to act now, if we continue this complacency and slackness, history will not forgive us. The blood will be on the hands of every person who had the responsibility and choose to take it lightly. To the Prime Minister, upgrade your security, tighten your circle, and trust no one who is not willing to fight like their life depends on it, because yours does. God bless Jamaica, but Jamaica must first defend her own. We pray that the Prime Minister is safe. If you go back in our history, we see that you will understand some things when, because I'm not the kind of person that just speak truth as it is. But we cannot allow for them to kill the Prime Minister. And what we have seen is them putting the Prime Minister out there like a lamb to the slaughter. Something has to be done. We can't afford for them to kill him. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.